Hello, I'm Sabrina Simone, reporting from the Daily Security Briefing Security Information Center. Welcome to Week 3, January 2007 of the DSB Week in Review. This week brings us vulnerabilities in technologies from Oracle, WebLogic, Cisco, Sun, Squid, Microsoft, and Apple. Multiple high-severity vulnerabilities have been found in various Oracle products. The impact is as of yet unknown, but the vendor has released patches to address these issues. WebLogic has been found to have multiple high-severity vulnerabilities that can lead to information disclosure, privilege escalation, as well as denial of service conditions. The vendor has issued several separate fixes. In other news, Swiss information technology firm Objectif Sécurité announced that its latest version of the Rainbow Tables has the ability to crack encrypted Microsoft Word and Excel documents. And now for some quick hit points. Cisco ASDM is susceptible to a high-severity vulnerability that can lead to information disclosure and corruption. High-severity exploit methodology is out for Squid Proxy that can denial of service the system. Sun's Java contains a high-severity vulnerability that can lead to system compromise. Microsoft Outlook Web Access contains a high-severity denial of service vulnerability. Apple OS X contains a high-severity vulnerability that can lead to denial of service conditions. Finally, Asterisk is susceptible to a high-severity vulnerability that allows a remote user to execute arbitrary code. This week's activity maintains our threat index of the week at high. And now an editorial from IGX Global CTO Babak Pazdar.
Thanks, Sabrina. There are a profound number of security tools that organizations have to manage in order to sustain the availability and integrity of their systems. Firewalls, antivirus, IDS and IPS, proxies, email, web, and even database application systems, as well as a whole host of VPN and disk privacy tools. All of these tools plug a particular security gap. The challenge has been that as more and more tools are added, more islands are formed. Islands of automation in how the tools function, islands of collaboration in how people interrelate, and islands of information are produced by a variety of technologies. At one client organization, it took as long as 6 weeks for security reports to be collected, correlated, summarized, and presented to the CIO's office. And as it relates to security, information sharing between different teams are usually sporadic or even non-existent. So came the security information management and security event management tools that made the promise to address some of these issues. The first generation of these tools were complex, expensive, and limited in capabilities. Unfortunately, it seems that the industry has progressed very little from those early days. Clients demanded these tools primarily address the challenges associated with the variety of security platforms that they have. These include scalable organization-wide event collection, event normalization, that is, standardizing event formats from disparate technologies, event aggregation, and event categorization. For example, is this event indicative of malware propagation, compromise attempt, or breach organizational security policy? Finally, and probably most importantly, many organizations want a tool that offers an effective process for handling security. Unfortunately, the security information management industry has fallen short on delivering on all of these requirements. Most notably, these tools are marred with a rigid process and lag behind on categorization and prioritization of signatures from application security vendors. They could stand to unite around a logging standard. If adopted by the industry, it would eliminate individual vendors constantly playing the game of signature catch-up and focus their energies around better and more effective products and process. Find out more about this issue in my blog, The Trouble with Security Information Management Tools. You can find it in the blog section of the dailysecuritybriefing.com site.
Thank you, Babak. And now for this week's anonymous poll. Could your organization benefit from a SIM or SEM solution? Make your vote count on the dailysecuritybriefing.com website. In response to last week's poll, Has your organization implemented protection for fax and phone compromises? 100% of the respondents reported that they did not have protections for their fax and phone systems. That's it for this week's DSB Week in Review. I'm Sabrina Simone, and remember that the most effective process could be the one that also presents the least amount of information.